Kings Row. We've seen this many times so far this season. Now, unfortunately for St. Clair, this is where they went for game number 2 during the first map, and even though they had the time clock advantage during overtime, they managed to go, like, they had 4 minutes and 19 seconds on the clock, and unfortunately, they were not able to even get past this, this first point, I think.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
All right, so St. Clair College going to be the first ones to go on the attack here. We've seen them try this strategy a few times tonight with Walla's teleporter with the Bastion on the top side. So here they go, using that top area to their advantage. That's going to be Jussie on the Bastion. Try to see what he can possibly get done here. The Risa shield goes down, so it's going to force Couch to actually start absorbing some damage, but that's a lot of pressure coming onto the Bastion right now on the side of Alfred State. It's forcing Jussie to constantly have to repair himself and reposition. But St. Clair do look like they're going to try and start pressuring in, but they are being peppered by Cool Aliens Pharah. So first time we're seeing the pharmacy combo come out from this squad. St. Clair are on the point though, so Alfred State do need to have somebody there to keep contesting. Goman is going to be the one they're going to send in, but he's going to get eaten alive by these turrets alongside the Bastion if he's not careful. And sure enough, Jussie is going to be the one that starts taking him down. But that's actually a nice purple on the side of Alfred State. So many members of St. Clair could not heal momentarily, but it's not going to matter in the end, as it looks like they are going to be able to keep moving and keep taking down the rest of the Alfred State members and capture this first point on their very first attack. Just finishing off the Battle Mercy, and there they go. They are going to get this first point. All right, the payload is out, and now St. Clair get to try and escort this thing as far as they possibly can. Magma Cannon getting kind of pulled out of position, but going to get away with his life. Alfred State sticking to the pharmacy combo. It's been getting some okay damage, but no one I really think's been really going down from it just as of yet. Jussie comes around and he gets smoked by the accretion. It's going to force out the invulnerability fields from Crypt. And that's actually the Genji right now. Nano Bladed going in for a tear is going to get shut down by Jussie's tank. But can he turn it around? He did unfortunately blow the ult after a lot of his teammates were already taken down. So it is going to be the reset forced here for St. Clair College. Pushed it a little bit past the tunnel, but could not round the corner. Spieling Shar's Genji alongside Magma Cannon's Nano Boost. Now Walla on the McCree to try and deal with the pressure coming from the pharmacy combo. And of course can deal with the Genji if need be. Now that was actually completely shut down as the barrage comes out from Coolillian, but Jussie just looks at him and says nope. Spieling Shar manages to trade one back onto Walla, but so far it is all St. Clair in this push. And Kingdom Heart was even able to revive the fallen Walla, so everybody's alive, pushing this thing to the end here for the second capture points. Three ults on deck here for St. Clair College alongside three from Alfred State. We're going to see the Flux alongside Baptiste's ult, and I think we had the Bongo come out from the side of Alfred State as well. Damage getting the kill onto Blixer. Jussie going in with the tank form, and he's going to get himself 2 so far. Continuing to chase down the squad, but he does get slept, but gets brought back rather quickly. And that's going to be the second point going over to St. Clair College so far. Rather solid push. Streets phase wasn't too bad for them. Got stalled basically once, but that's about it. And Damage looking for a quick pull. He almost put somebody into the pit, but because of the distraction, Jussie's actually going to be able to pick out the far out of the sky, so nicely done by him. We do see the Nano Blade combo ready, though, and here it comes. He's going to get stunned right away. He's going to get away with 50 health, though, and that's going to be Walla's Deadeye. He's going to hang on to it right as the Reflect goes down. The Genji will get popped, and that's going to be the Bongo coming out from St. Clair. Everybody is getting melted on the side of Alfred State University. That's going to be a full 3 cap. A little bit slower than game number 1, but still 3 minutes and 8 seconds is absolutely nothing to scoff at.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
So Alfred State University in the same position as St. Clair had their opponents in the first game tonight, looking for that full 3 cap. Now, one thing we did see happen to St. Clair in that match, of course, is they did a pretty solid job overall keeping this thing held up until the last minute, where then their opponents were able to eventually steamroll, take out the first point, go through the streets phase rather quickly, and then we're able to get the full 3 cap through, or not overtime, but we're able to get the full 3 cap with a little bit of time still on their bank. I think they had about like 2:30 or something left.
Nothing's gonna stop.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so St. Clair not opting to go to the high grounds like we had saw during the first match. They're going to just defend low. And there's the Bastion on the side of Spieling Star, actually, on Alfred State Esports. Spieling taking the high ground. He is going to get knocked off, though, but the rest of the team are there. Decent Moira Orb, actually, going through the entire team. And even without the teleporter, they're able to get through, but they're going to use the teleporter now to go all the way to the like really, really high ground and actually sneak behind them if they wanted to. Let's get a better look at that. The boosted damage coming out of this Bastion right now is absolutely devastating, with Blixer adding on so much extra damage with that blue beam, of course. All right, so Alfred State going to go for the point, but Spieling Star gets popped extremely quickly. And the rest of the brawl is just happening in this corridor. Right now, St. Clair able to hang on to the point, but one member, Jussie goes down while it was already down. So it's a 4v5 to try and defend this. Big task here for St. Clair. Looks like they're slowly but surely trying to back themselves out of here. And Blixer on the point still, keeping this thing contested. That invulnerability field is going to stop any sort of offense from Walla. And sure enough, it looks like that Alfred State are going to be able to secure this. Jussie in the background, the last one alive to try and deal with it, but gets completely melted by Spieling Star. And that's going to be the first point captured over to Alfred State University. Now Goman getting aggressive, was a little bit further away from most of the team, but he's going to get out pretty much scot-free. Damage trying to get a decent position, get that shield up, but he's not really near much of the team, so he's going to be forced to go back around. The Bongo coming out actually from Inori. A little bit preemptive, I think, because that thing is going to essentially burn out before the battle even begins. There's Spieling with the pirate ship combo. Walla trying to get out of there. Couch is just going to absorb as much as he can, get some additional shields, but this is going to get rough, I think, right now for St. Clair. Cool Alien on the board. Walla going down to Spieling Star as well. Jussie trying to get the flank, but is not going to find it. Crypt's going to get himself on the board, though, getting the kill onto the Symmetra. But Spieling Star still just so devastating, and with Blixer there to keep Cool Alien back in the game with that revive, that's a full 6 squad continuing the push forward. The positioning from Minori is actually going to force St. Clair to essentially give up this second point, and sure enough, there it is. So very fast time right now coming out of Alfred State University with just 5 minutes on the clock still. Looking extremely good. All right, they're going to pop the Baptiste ultimate alongside the damage from Bastion, so I think it's going to be amplified as heck. And that's Damage going down, that's Crypt going down. Jussie not going to be able to find the kill with the Death Blossom, but it does, yeah, it just straight up doesn't matter, as St. Clair College essentially got melted in that fight, and they're going to bring this cart all the way around this big ass before St. Clair has the chance to even respawn. And his positioning right now for St. Clair to deal with is actually kind of brutal. You got Baptiste up there alongside Spieling Star, and here comes the tank going right into that big corridor. So much splash damage. Took down Crypt real quick, and that is going to be an extremely fast time here for Alfred State Esports. Beautiful run on Kings Row. So it's almost like we're seeing deja vu here for St. Clair College, except the roles are reversed. They're the ones with the less time in their bank right now, and they need to make this first offense count, because as of right now, Alfred State's just been looking absolutely fantastic, especially on this map.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
All right, overtime rounds. Let's see what St. Clair can do. They're going to be the ones on the attack, and I already like what I'm seeing from Alfred State University, as they did not show that they were going to be contesting this top area until the doors actually went down. They hid in the stairway a little bit. Makes St. Clair think a little bit longer. And they're just going to, St. Clair's just going to teleport right onto the point, just completely blitz it, but it's also going to keep them in a pretty much firing range for Spieling Star, but they do find the corner to actually do a lot of work out of. And let's actually take a look here. It's going to be traded back and forth. We got 2 down right now on the side of both squads. Jussie just trying to open fire and is going to win the battle as Blixer uses his res on Goman. So that's going to be a lot of damage missing right now for the side of Alfred State. Although that was a pretty good flux, that's going to take down a lot of members of St. Clair. 3 kills going down. Cool Alien getting 2 of them, but Cool Alien going to go down. Couch in the absolute middle of all of this, and does manage to find himself a kill onto Blixer, but he is going to eventually be taken down. They do manage to snag themselves at least 1 tick on this, though. So solid job for St. Clair so far. Okay, St. Clair getting cute with the teleporter again. Going to try and sneak around behind, very similarly to how Alfred State did. And there we go, Jussie in tank form. He's going to try and melt as many people as he can, but Magma Cannon coming in clutch. Just right in the back, just able to stop Jussie in his tracks, but that is going to be the res from Kingdom Heart onto Jussie. Jussie going to try and open fire right back onto Magma Cannon. But he's going to keep himself kind of open, and he's going to get flanked, and sure enough, Magma Cannon able to take down Jussie. And as support, he's been doing like all rolls at once for the most part. Getting another kill here onto Couch, keeping his team alive. and is likely going to stop this push dead. Yeah, St. Clair forced to regroup. They did not get a whole heck of a lot of capture time on that, so it's going to go right back to that very first tick. Teleporter coming out. Let's see if they try to blitz it again. They are not. They're going to try and go to the high ground, but Damage getting picked off again. Mega McCannon on an absolute tear right now, taking down Damage, and he's actually on the flank of the St. Clair squad, forcing the shields out. And he's got that ultimate ready if he wants to, and especially if he pairs it up alongside Spieling Star, that is going to be devastating. Four ultimates right now on deck here for Alfred State, and there's only 30 seconds left on the clock. I think this is basically worst case scenario for St. Clair College. Jussie going down instantly. Damage getting picked off again by Spieling Star. St. Clair have the high ground, but they have the numbers disadvantage. Looking rather rough for them. Walla trying to make the play. That's going to be Couch's Flux coming out. Going to do a decent chunk of damage, but nobody's there really to follow up. Couch does smoke him with the accretion, but does not matter. Emergency Hammond forced out from Damage. He's going to go down right away. We have the tank form coming out. Jussie pops tank form right as he goes down. Looking rough, and nice shot from Spieling Star, able to take him down right out of the sky. And that's a full hold for Alfred State Esports.
Score 3-3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Big bucket.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming.
All right, so now it is all on the line here for St. Clair College if they want to try and keep this game going. All up to this defense, and they only have half of the first capture point to have to defend here. Do not, of course, get the entirety due to their push. And sure enough, the teleport play coming out right now for the side of Alfred State Esports, and it's going to be Spieling Star again coming out with a bang. That's two members of St. Clair down already. Looking absolutely rough. Blixter keeping Spieling Star alive just barely, doing just enough damage. Going to keep Coolalian in the game as well. It is definitely not looking in the favor right now for St. Clair College, as there's just way too much pressure, way too many resources, and sure enough, Alfred State Esports going to clean this up and get the 2-0 on the St. Clair College.
Play of the game.